All right, all right, all right. What it do? Hey, how's everybody going? How's everybody doing? What is the word? It's Uncle B back again on a Thursday night. I'm so glad to have so many people join us already because today we're doing something serious. We're taking this to the next level. For those guys that know me, I've been doing this, Uncle B. I've been doing this for quite a while on YouTube, giving out a lot of great information. I hope folks have been soaking it up, have been using it to their benefit. But we got to take this to another level. Damon's Mass Shot. What's going on, sir? Good to see you again. What's going on, Chris? Gary, hey, if you're joining us, go ahead into the chat room. Go ahead, just say hello. Give us a shot. Let us know where you are coming in from. We got guys coming in from all over the world. I haven't done a Thursday night live in a while, and I'll explain why in a few. But I do want to welcome you. Today, we're going to be talking about erections on demand. Erections on demand. That's something that, we all wish would just happen all the time with no problems, but problems do happen. Hey, what's going on, Marlo? Marlo, what's going on? Tampa, Florida, in the house. Chi-Town, Chris is in the house. Scotty, Richie, what's going on there, brother? Gary Kendrick, good to see you, man. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Marlo just ordered my second bottle of African Fly. Come on. All right. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But guys, we're doing something a little bit different today. Today I'm taking everything we've been talking about for the past 2.5 years, doing a video every week and putting it into a program. We've changed this up. I want to make sure that guys who are really interested in taking their health to another level, taking their sexual health to another level, they have all the information that is needed for that. So of course that's what we're going to do. And today we're going to be talking about something I've been mentioning for a while, and now we're going to get into it. Hey, what's going on, Larry? Atlanta, Georgia, in the house. Anthony from Detroit. Capital Michigan, which is Lansing. All right. Yes, we'll make sure you get the information for getting African Fly, the liquid aphrodisiac. For those people who do not know, let me go ahead and throw the coupon code. Just go to africanfly.com. You can get your African Fly on. But today we're talking about something a little different, very much different, actually. Mhm. What's going on, Ellis, California, in the house? So we're going to break it down. We'll hop into it. I don't want to miss anyone's time. We're talking about this right here. ESEIS 25. ESEIS 25. We're talking about erections on demand for men 30 plus. And it all comes down to something I talked about very early on. It's called nature stacking. You guys probably heard about how you can stack pills and different things like that. You adding this to this. Well, we're going to add nature to nature to nature to nature, doing it 5 times in a formulation that definitely works, has been working for a while. What's going on, Horace, Mississippi in the house? Brooklyn's in the house without a doubt. What's going on, Maurice? All right. Yes. Thanks, Maurice. People, get the likes up. I'd appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yes, we're talking about something important. And today, my promise to you is this. During this training, I will make you a believer. I want to just prove to you guys that wherever you are on your sexual performance scale, wherever you are in your sexual health journey, that you can get better. That has happened with tons of guys who've been following me for a while on my YouTube channel. But like I said, we're taking it up a notch. We're talking about guys like Troy Hamilton, lost 80 pounds in the last year, got the boners back. Hey, appreciate that. Mr. Woke said this channel is gold, and Coco said you said a lot of truths in this one. Yeah, that's what I do. I want to make sure we get all the right information to you, and that's where we're doing it. That's how we're doing it. So what we're talking about today is how men 30 plus can use nature stacking, the impotence to ESEIS 25 to get erections on demand. That's all you have to do is just think about it. You think of that image in your mind, and you can have an erection. And doing that without getting into all the pills. Don't have to go to the gas station. Don't have to go to the doctor. You can just take care of it the way that nature intended. So my goal today is to remove the barriers to great intimate performance to make your sex life great and to eliminate lying in bed, trying to make those excuses because you can't get hard. And I'm not even going to lie because I'm 50 years old. Of course, that's going to happen if you're not ready, if you don't know why. That's what we're going to break down today because it happened to me and I'm sitting there trying to figure out why because I'm the guy. I'm the African fly guy. I've taken more African fly than anybody on the planet. So I should know what's going on. I've been studying this for the past 22 years. I should know your age is your situations is going to change. Situations changes, and you need to understand these the things I'm going to talk about. So I want to make sure you're building the confidence that you can perform very well with nature stacking with ESEIS 25. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So just for those guys who are not sure if this applies to you, if you're over 30 having erection issues, you tried the gas station pills, and you think this is a normal part of aging, no, it's not. The reason why this whole process that I'm about to share with you works is because it takes care of all other root causes of your erection issues. It's not just one thing, fellas. It's it's complicated. Yes, I know everybody say we're going to reduce it all the way down to a pill, but it's complicated. By the end of this webinar, you will know where you are on the sexual performance scale and how to improve and what you need to have those erections on demand. And of course, we're going to talk to you about how to use the ESEIS 25 challenge game to guarantee erections for life. And of course, if you don't mind, after I present all this, I'm going to give a special offer to folks who want to find out more about ESEIS 25 that is being released on March 25th. It's going to be a vainglorious thing. What's going on? What's going on, Bernard? How's everything going? Roots, welcome back. Good to see you. Christian Berry, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? John Ontario in the house. So let's keep it moving here. And of course, guys, if you want to, if you got any questions, I have no problem breaking off and answering your questions. But I want to keep it moving here so everybody gets the information they need. So we will be talking about how to get erections on demand, spontaneous erections, and morning erections. That is a pattern. There is something you need to do for that. And how to get exponentially more energy for erections quickly. And of course, we're going to talk about how ESEIS 25 can get you to those goals. And if you're committed, and like a lot of guys who are already in here, I know you are, but if you're committed to getting your best, getting to your sexual best, having the best erections, not worrying about it for the rest of your life, go ahead and just type yes into the comment section for me. Just let me know that you're there. Because this part is really important, guys. We have to talk about the things that you need. So for those guys who don't know me, I am Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 22 years, I've been a men's performance coach with African Fly. And during that time, I actually had my problems, like I mentioned before. I went close to impotent just because I was not taking care of myself. I'll break down what I was doing wrong. But, I've been working with African Fly clients for the last 22 years. So I figured out some things. And also, I'm the owner of Ayers Naturals. We are the purveyors of African Fly. And as such, I've been researching and blogging on sexual health for the past 18 years for our online magazine, Fly Zones. If you want to go to africanfly.com, sign up and get the emails with the videos and all the great information that comes along with that. Yes, indeed. Thank you. I bought some pomegranate juice and beet juice. Is pomegranate juice effective? Yes, it is. It's also sweet. Don't take it too far. Make sure you're not getting the sweetened kind. You want it as close to nature as possible. There's actual ways you can juice it yourself. I actually do my own juices. I actually just eat the whole thing. All right. So also, I have written 2 books, Go Hard and How to Be a Better Lover in 3 days or Less. And this is actually a little bit old. We for those guys who've been paying attention to my channel, we get for whatever reason, we got stuck at 149,000 subscribers for a long period of time. Guys, I want to tell you a story. I think, and people have mentioned this. I think there's a conspiracy not to get this information out. Who knows? I believe it, but I do have over 200 videos, 8 million views. We do have the silver plaque from YouTube, so we are an award-winning channel. Once we hit that 100,000 mark, and yes, with all that work comes the the accolades. So like I said before, like Ramel, all what you mentioned is true, bro. Thanks for the tips, Uncle B. Will be implementing all of my life right away. These people, these comments are coming from the comment section, and we got I don't know. We have the like rate is the lowest we've gotten is like a 97.5. So people are listening. People are listening. And I just want to give you a little bit of background on myself in terms of like what I was going through, because back in college, that's me right there. That's I was a little swole. Yeah. I wanted to be able to have erections like I did in college. In college, it was no problem because I was in college. I was young, got testosterone, working out. But over the years, I was grinding down my sexual health, doing what I thought was normal. I would have to take excuses for not pleasing the woman, and I could tell she was getting frustrated. I mean, this ain't the college guy. This is the 46, 47, 48-year-old guy who was like, I don't understand what's going on. Why is it not things not working the way it's supposed to? And it doesn't have to happen a whole bunch of times before you get frustrated and the person with you gets frustrated. So this is something that you want to pay attention to. Phoenix agrees with me. YouTube is a conspiracy. They don't like nobody telling the truth. Yes, this is true. So what I started doing, I started nature stacking to increase my testosterone naturally. I learned how to combine specific techniques to see that difference. And guys, when I say it's fast, it is fast, but there's a trick to it. I'm gonna break that down to you soon. I wanted to cover all the bases with erections on demand to prevent impotence, and most importantly, something that for whatever reason we don't often talk about, guys. There is such a thing as penis shrinkage, penis atrophy. So if you're not taking care of your health, you're not taking care of your erections. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, you're shrinking. And just think of something sexual. When I talk about the erections on demand, I want to just in 10 seconds. If you can just close your eyes, think of something, you can get erection in 10. That's an erection on demand. That's where you want to be at. So that's all of that's really important for you to understand. And let's go ahead and get into the whole nature stacking side of this. What happened to my screen here? But nature stacking is the driving force behind ESEIS 25. It's using several natural health strategies every day from the ESEIS 25 pillar. And what you want to do is you want to continue optimizing. There isn't one thing that's going to work for you at all stages of your life. There's always going to be something that's a little bit different depending on your situation, the time of the year. When I say your erections are complicated, they're complicated. But here's the thing about what I developed with the ESEIS 25 challenge. The ESEIS 25 challenges uses a calendaring tool to quickly score your daily goals. And we'll dive all the way into that. The sexual performance scale is to help you measure your progress toward on-demand erections. And that's really important. If you're not measuring, you can't tell what's happening. So here's what the ESEIS 25 lifestyle is like. Basically, the ESEIS part, ESEIS, energy, sleep, exercise, intermittent fasting, and your soul. The whole goal is to keep score of these 5 vital things. If you're not keeping score, you can do like most people I talk to. The reason why I came up with this whole process is because I would have conversations with guys who would sit there and tell me, well, I'm doing all the right things. I'm doing this right. I'm doing that right. And then, no, you're not. You're missing out. And so it took a while. I mean, roughly 19 years for me to figure it out, but it's all in the patterns. It's all in the patterns. And that's the reason why I came up with this whole program. So you can make the lifestyle changes, because when we're talking about the energy, you need to get the precise energy from the foods and other sources to enhance your erection power. When it comes to sleep, sleep is hugely vital. It's hugely underrated. It's the most underrated part of this whole process. Redesign your sleep rituals to exponentially multiply the healing strategy. I mean, you heal while you sleep. Very powerful. Also, of course, your exercise, you have to be specific with your exercises to make sure you're getting the testosterone and the erection stamina. And when it comes to intermittent fasting, that whole thing about you're supposed to eat all the time, no, do not do that. You're not supposed to eat all the time. You're supposed to give your body a break. And when it comes to your soul, a lot of times we don't even pay attention to this part, fellas. This is hugely important for my guys out there who think that, this I'm doing everything right. If you're not taking care of your brain is not going to take care of you. It's going to stress you in ways that you can't even imagine. It's insane the way all of this works. So what we're going to do tonight, we're just going to get rid of the lies really quick. Everybody knows me when I talk about the magical pill society. I'm not down with people who just say all I need to do is take a pill. That makes no sense. Your body is huge, complicated, 60,000 miles of blood vessels. We're talking the endothelia, the inside of your blood vessels that stretches across 20 courts, 20 tennis courts. I mean, your body is hugely complicated. You can't just use a pill. And the whole belief that work is more important than your health. That whole thing of you're going to work. I started working when I was 15 to 65 and then die. That's not a good strategy. That's not a good strategy at all. So yeah, guys, question, what lies have you had that you just believed growing up? I used to believe in wine, weed, and women. I still believe in the women, or now to a woman, but the wine and the weed, woo, that wasn't a good look. That wasn't a good look. Yeah, Champ said, yeah, I don't get enough sleep. I only sleep 4 to 5 hours. Yeah, that is problematic. I'll break down why that is when we get to that section. But the Western diet is unhealthy. And this is hugely crazy. The first time children won't live as long as their parents. Let me repeat that. This is going to be the first generation of children who won't live as long as their parents. So look at your kid and say, hey, you ain't going to make it to my age. No, don't do that. Just get the right information so you don't have to in any way, shape, or form need to live like that. And when we talk about aging as you get older, it's not normal. Getting old means you go around the sun. The number of times you go around the sun. Aging is how you take care of your body. There are people who are in their 30s who have bodies of a 60-year-old. You have people who are 60 who have bodies of a 30-year-old. So there is a huge difference. And the whole thing that we're hearing, exercising 3 times a week for 1 hour is enough. That's just 1.3% of your week. What are you doing with the rest of your week? And let's talk about the truth, the things that you need to hear. Illnesses come from bad patterns. Hugely important. Your habits are your health. A lot of times we just hear that all you're supposed to do is just go to the doctor, get a checkup. He's going to give you a pill or recommend surgery, and that's literally it. That's not good, but it's valuable because you'll make them rich. It's like, how much do you cost? How much would you be willing to pay for yourself going through the medical system when their track record for healing people is it's not great. It's not great. So we go in with the truth. The truth is eating plant-based heals. And I know a lot of guys are like, oh, no, that's too much. It is. It is not too much. There's ways you can do this, and that's what we talk about. You want to get older. You just don't want to age. That's a great thing. Your body is meant to move. So, less movement, less blood flow, less healthy erections. That's literally the process. That's the way this works. You need to make sure that you're taking care of your health on every level possible. So here's me. Woo, man. That Redskins, I had to throw away that coat. The Redskins jacket I have for memorabilia, but that's it. But yeah, when I was at this stage, when I hit, this is about a good 46, 47, I changed. And when I changed, I ended up with these types of benefits. I went to a whole bunch of waking up in pain to few to no aches or pains after sitting or sleeping. My dandruff stopped. That was insane. No more insane dreams. That's hard to explain, but I was having daydreams that were just weird. My thinking got clearer. I had less bloating, less snot and boogers. I mean, that's crazy. Got faster growing fingernails. And, the arthritis in my right knee, that went away. I had better skin, enhanced performance, shorter refractory period. I mean, I could, ejaculate and get right back up, and had bumps on the back of my neck. Those started leaving. I even had carpal tunnel in my hand. So I was going around for a good 3 or 4 weeks with my hand just like this. It's like one of the worst pains ever, guys. You don't want carpal tunnel syndrome. And the way I healed it was by healing it. Didn't take any pills or anything like that. So here's the personal goals for you. ESEIS 25 is based on a point system. You get 5 points for every category in ESEIS. So the energy, sleep, exercise, intermittent fasting, and so that you complete that day. The program is flexible. It's based on where you are and what goals you have. Everybody's goals are going to be different. We're going to talk about the sexual performance scale. Some guys are cool with being an 8. Some guys need to be a 10. There's some work you need to do for either one of those. Consistency is the key. That's the reason why we have a calendar system. That's the reason why you measure yourself every day. Sounds like a smart idea, doesn't it? I mean, if you track what you do every day, you can fix it if you need to. So if you're, so let me give you some examples of goals that you can set daily. If your goal is to cut out meat consumption by 50%, you get 5 points. You just pay attention to what you did that day. You get your 5 points. If your goal is to go from 5 hours of sleep, like my man said, just that 4 to 5 hours, you want to get that up, get seven hours, you get 5 points. Exercise, if you want to do 25 rounds of hits of high intensity interval training, 5 points. If your goal is to not eat for 13 hours, 5 points. See how this just works for you, fellas. And also, of course, with your soul, you want to make sure you're getting your meditation in. So all of these points make sense. This is logical. This is not the doctor talking. This is all logical. And what happens with the scoring system? So this is really important. You score yourself in each of these 5 areas. If you score a 0 to 10, that means you're on a downward spiral. The unfortunate thing is that most people live on the downward spiral and do not recognize it. Once you start scoring yourself, you can recognize, oh, that's the reason why I don't feel, oh, that's the reason why I'm getting weaker. My erections are leaving, things like that. If you're scoring a 15, that means you're maintaining. So what does maintaining mean? Maintaining means that you're just maintaining. The problem with maintaining, and a lot of guys get a false sense of health out of this. It's like, yes, I haven't changed over the years, but you're getting older, so your body's taking more wear and tear. So 15, maintaining at a 15 causes problems in the long run. 20 means you're going up the spiral. That's a great thing. And when you're talking about 25, means you're getting exponentially better. When I say exponentially, guys, this works fast. Combining, stacking your eating habits, how you sleep, how you exercise, giving your body a break from eating, and you're taking care of your mind. It's insane how fast this stuff works. Guys, just started doing my fasting again, and yeah, it makes a huge difference. Morning erections, all that stuff. The lifestyle you want is at that 20 to 25. And this is really important, guys. I want to make sure that you're paying attention to this. You are a life giver. Men give life, women give birth. Let's repeat that. Men give life, women give birth. You're giving her something. She's giving the world something. That's the way this works. And so you have a performance indicator that sticks out in front of you. If your indicator does not work, then you can't give life, which means you're on a road to faster demise, as it were. They actually talk about erectile dysfunction being an early warning sign. If you look at the ESEIS 25 logo, that on the 5 is a canary. And that canary is the canary in the coal mine. Doctors talk about this. Is if your erections aren't good, you could be suffering a heart attack in 3 to 5 years. That's science. I didn't make that up. Your erection health also obviously affects your relationships and your confidence. So the goal is to get to morning erections, spontaneous erections, and erections on demand. And I just want to pause here right quick and just make sure we're very clear on something. We're talking about your confidence. I understand this. If you're not confident in your sex, and your ability. Ooh, it affects so many other things. You know this. You know how it's like, yeah, you looking at this woman like, oh yeah, I will run up on her, but uh, I'm not sure if I could. We already know this. We already know. So let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Okay, so if you do not know how to correct your issue, then it will get worse. This is highly important because I used to do, we have the internet now. We can find out information. That's the reason why you're on here now, to find out information so you don't have problems. The older you get, the stricter and longer, believe me, it takes longer for your health practice, your health to recover. So it takes, as you get, I talk about the wall. Won't get into that right now, but there is a wall for men. Hitting the wall means, you have between 30 and 45, you're in the danger zone. Once you hit the wall, as in you have not taken care of your body at all, it becomes it's basically climbing back over a wall. It's like imagining an old frail man trying to get back in shape. It takes him much longer than if he started, let's say, 20 years younger. So it's important to understand that. And let's talk about erection control. So fixing erection health issues is actually easy. The hard part is unlearning what you have been taught and relearning as a lifestyle. You get that? Do you get that? Fixing erection health issues is your body repairs itself daily. That's the reason why you're still alive. But we keep doing the wrong things. And that's the reason why you're not feeling as good as you possibly could. This is all about lifestyle, not a quick fix. All fixes will stop working and leave you worse off. That is just the way life works. So here's some other thoughts on why you must change now. The longer you take to make, the less forgiving your body will be. Working out at 50 will not bring changes as fast as 21, like I mentioned before. Your health is getting worse, not just your erections. So in many cases, your erections are the first to go and the last to recover. And guys, I want to make sure this part is understood. I talk to guys all the time, whether it's in the comment section or just in my daily life, clients. When you lose out on your health over a period of time, it gets worse and worse. But the problem is, it's now happening to younger and younger guys. I used to think when we first came out with African Fly that I'd only be dealing with older guys. Now I'm talking to guys in their 18 to 20s that having erection issues. So the lifestyle is not what they are doing, it's the lifestyle they're leading. So we have to get back to the right lifestyle. So you need to change right now. This is affecting your sexual performance. Then it can turn into a psychological issue. That's not good. You will get stressed about sex, which lowers your testosterone and leads to worse performance. So when I say the downward spiral is for real, guys. It's for real. So also, why you must change now, the downward cycle is unforgiving. Staying the same level actually makes things worse, like I mentioned before. So let's talk about the sexual performance scale. Your goal is to be 8, 9, or 10. So basically, the sexual performance scale is a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 means everything works. 5 to 7 means that you're unreliable. Things don't work the way they used to. If you're at a 1, you just need to go to the hospital. But all of these things are about your lifestyle. It's about energy. That's what we talk about within ESEIS 25. It's all about your energy. And also on the sexual performance scale, if you're living that ESEIS 25 lifestyle, you have your scorecard. You can make, and this is very important, a 1% improvement every day. A lot of times we like to do that whole January 1st thing. I'm going to do everything at the same time. And, it's going to work this time because it didn't work last time or the time before that. But this time it's going to work. So you need to have a system. It isn't just about, I'm just going to make up something this time. You have to actually do something. So when you have your scorecard and you're making that 1% improvement, it stacks up quickly. And the great thing is seeing your body repair. Having a track record allows you to see how your body is getting better. Now it's like, well, last week I tried to, we tried to get together and that didn't work out well. This week, oh man, it's much better. Michael asks, do you do coaching? Yes, that's what I'm doing right now. Uh-huh. Yes, indeed. Thanks, Gary. Ah, Mark, I am 62. Thanks to you, my score is 25 after 3 years of watching your videos. My man, yo, I love hearing that. Sir, let me pause. Sir, congratulations to you. For everybody else who is in the chat room who's had some experience where it's gotten better, yes, yes, the stuff works. It actually does work. So make sure you're doing it. Make sure you're doing it. Okay. So yeah, we also have other tools that we're recommending along the way. So the one that I always talk about is I have a sleep pillow. It's a cube pillow. I was sleeping incorrectly and waking up with neck issues and shoulder issues and back issues. I got the correct pillow, and now I don't have that issue at all. I was going to the chiropractor. My insurance was paying for every visit, but that was $25 a visit. Once the chiropractor kept going and I wasn't getting healed, it became $200 a visit. I got a pillow. Fixed all that stuff. No, you ain't playing with me. Gonna have me paying $200. And also, one of the most important things is staying in a supportive circle of people with the same health goals. That is hugely important to increase your score. And as I mentioned before, when we first started out, I am going to be talking about this. I just want to, for those guys that are like, he's going to pitch us or something at the end. It's not really a pitch. It's just a question. I have all this information. I'm giving it out to you right now. You can look at all 250 videos or more, or you could just stay tuned to the end, and I'll tell you how you can get more information about a course that's going to help you. So, but let's keep on rolling on because, I just like giving out information, period. So I work with guys who actually they took steroids for like 30 years and didn't have an erection for years. So yeah, there's some extreme sides to this. Parts of your life can get messy, like divorce, health, job. These things can affect your erection, your overall health, and your erections. Obviously, I don't believe in those magical pills, and working out too much can actually burn out your testosterone. You have to understand exactly what you're doing. So, this whole process that we're talking about is to make sure that your love life is enjoyable, that you don't have to ever need to think about your erections, wondering if it's going to work. It'll just work. When we're talking about, I work with guys into their 70s. So yeah, and they can keep going. So let's go ahead and talk about energy really quick. This is the first part of the ESEIS 25. You are an energy bag of chemicals. You need to consume energy to function properly. The Western diet is mostly dead food. So whenever we talk about dead foods, when they tell you to go into the grocery store, avoid the middle aisles, well, they need to include the meat aisle in there too, because all of it is dead and it's meant to stay on the shelves. It's not meant to make you better. It's meant to stay on the shelves for as long as possible so they can get sales. There's some good parts out of that. Yes, I can go to the store and get my bag of Doritos and it'll be in my safe bunker for like the next 2 years. But the problem is, if I'm eating the Doritos every day, I'm going to run into issues. We are living by bad information given to us by people who are dead. There's a guy, his name is right there at the top, Lie Big. It's actually pronounced Liebig, but it's Lie Big. His company actually came out with basically meat soup. And they were like, yo, this is better than eating plants. So, and people just believed it. There's other things. I won't even really get into the calories thing because I know some people just believe in the church of calories. I understand. I used to do that too. But the other thing is, we believe in carnivores, and humans are carnivores. Carnivores eat raw meat. No human can do that. And whenever someone says they're talking about sushi where it's killed. Sharks don't eat sushi. They eat the fish. Those are carnivores. Humans can't do that. If you have a pet, then you're not a carnivore. That's the rules of carnivores. The carnivores don't have pets. Okay. So how we eat now has never been done in history, and we all know this is not working. The next generation will not live as long as we do, as I said before. And your body runs optimally on plant fiber. Now, my question to you is: have you heard that that your body runs optimally on plant fibers? That's an issue if you haven't heard it, because, well, yeah, you've heard the other things. You got to eat meat, all the other great things that they'll say out there. So just understand: 25% of your body is genetics. 75% is what you do with what you eat. So I just heard this recently, and I just want to share this just off script, because it's really interesting. You are the accumulation. You are just an accumulation. So just think about it. From the time you were born, you've been consuming stuff, and all you've been doing is accumulating. So that's what you are. So you're an energy bag that has accumulated different forms of energy. And if you're getting the right energy, then your body will work stupendously well. And also, we got to talk about sleep. This is highly, like I mentioned before, highly underrated, is the most important part of all of this, because the more you sleep, you get smarter, younger, stronger, and in control. Those are all wonderful things, right? Hit me with a yes in the comment section, please, if that makes sense to you. Hit me in the comment section. Let me know that you get that. You can sleep when you are dead is a dumb saying, because you're just going to be a bad corpse, bad looking corpse. That's really what's happening. The less you sleep, the faster you will die. I didn't make this up. This is science. This is the reason why the World Health Organization calls overnight working the late shift, the night shift, is carcinogenic. Yeah. So we're talking about lack of sleep actually messes with your DNA. Your testosterone and high growth hormones, HGH, develops while you sleep. So if you're only getting 4 hours of sleep, then you're only getting 4 hours of that testosterone building. So you did all this wonderful eating, you did the exercise, you did everything else, and then you lost it all. You lost that energy potential. Your immune system will go down by 40% on 4 hours of sleep. And unfortunately, okay. So those are all important things to understand. So cancerous cells will increase by 40% in 4 hours of sleep. Lack of sleep will make you emotionally unbalanced. You actually have bad memories from not sleeping. I mean, when I mentioned those insane dreams, daydreams, I think it was a combination of what I was eating and lack of sleep. To a 10 on the sexual performance scale, you must have sleep down cold. There's actually patterns. There are different things you can do so that you get the best form of sleep. So here we go. What is your goal when it comes to exercise? A bodybuilder does not train like a marathon runner. So you have to exercise for better sexual performance. And so we're talking about, when it comes to sex, what are you talking about? We're talking about flexibility, stamina, testosterone, all of those good things right there. That's what you're trying to exercise for. There is a balance that you must have for your testosterone to grow without burning it out. The most known exercises for increasing testosterone is heavy weightlifting, and of course, high intensity interval training is in there too. So one of the least used areas of exercise is flexibility, which makes a huge difference in your performance. I do yoga. Yeah. Guys, real men do yoga. Because if you don't, you're working the inner joints. You're working not the large muscles, but the small muscles that keep everything together, so you can flow correctly, that your body works correctly. So it's important to get your yoga in. And for a lot of guys may not know this, walking uses fat as fuel first. Yeah, your body likes to make sense like that sometimes. It's like, well, if I'm running, I need to use the carbs. But if I'm walking, well, I can walk for long periods of time. I don't want to use up all the carbs that I'll need to run. So that's why walking is highly important to do. And those are just some of the small things. And if there's some things in here that you haven't heard before, let me know in the comment section, because a lot, for my guys who've been following me for a while, you probably heard this a couple of times. But if you're new here, a lot of this stuff is important to understand. So let's talk about that intermittent fasting. There is a lot of confusion about fasting, such as you will lose muscle. Nope. You will become so weak. Nope. You will fall out in 2 hours. Nope. You got to eat. Nope. eating has a ton of benefits. I mean, fasting has a ton of benefits. So does eating, but we are overdoing it. We're not eating the way that we should. We're eating constantly, and your body doesn't have a chance to repair itself. So if you're doing intermittent fasting, it's typically 16 hours of not eating and an 8-hour of feeding window. It's the easiest and fastest way to heal yourself. I must repeat that. It's the easiest and fastest way. If someone has what I call a food injury, that means you eat something and then you have inflammation somewhere in your body. For me, I eat salmon, and now I just found out kingfish. If I basically, I've given up everything. If I eat salmon, I used to love salmon. It would just go straight to my knee and cause inflammation. So that's a food injury. The fastest way to get rid of inflammation in your body is to stop inflaming it by eating more food. Simple, right? Makes sense, right? Fasting will increase your testosterone. It will increase your erection strength. It will actually clear up your skin. Your body is doing less work. It can do more, spend more time repairing you. It will help your body absorb nutrients faster. It gets rid of disease. It help you lose weight. It'll make you think clearer. I just did a video on that. Let me hold it for a second. I just did a video on fasting. I just went through a fasting experience of my own. I did eat something that, I was celebrating. I ate something that I shouldn't have ate. Hey guys, let me tell you, I had the same pain that I had 2 years earlier that I thought was completely gone. Wouldn't matter if I ate this thing, it would be okay. Yep, woke up the next morning and my knee was like, hey, we're not gonna move. You messed up. So we are taking a break. You just need to hobble around but here's the thing about having the right information. I knew what to do. I just didn't eat for 36 hours. And lo and behold, here's the craziest thing. At hour 24, and I break this down in the course, there are hours, way the hours work. At hour 24, I was laying down on the couch right here, and I stood up and was like, oh, the pain was completely gone. I was walking around like normal. It was shocking. Yes, it was shocking. But hey, when you have the right information, you know what to do. That's the most important thing. So let's keep it cooking. Fly Jamaican. Mine is cheese. Fish affects people differently. Yes, indeed, it does. Because when we talk about fish, we're talking about an ocean full of different beings. It's like, we say animals. We know that we don't eat elephants. They're animals too. Oh, Philip, what's going on? I use ashwagandha before bed. Good idea. How you deal with external world internally. Let's talk about your soul really quick, guys. This is hugely important. This is almost as important as sleep. I mean, sleep is sort of meditation in and of itself. It's healing, it's repairing. Meditation is doing it while you're awake. So remember, performance anxiety is a combination of mental and physical stress. Okay, so that combination. So if your body will stress your mind will stress your body. And when it comes to men, we have the 80-20 rule of sexual performance. For us, we have that indicator stick in the middle of our body. If we don't take care of our physical self, then it becomes extremely difficult. I can testify to just get an erection. You're not going to think about it or even have someone who you find hugely attractive touch all on you, trying to be all sexy. If your 80% is not good, then you have a problem. But if your 20% is not good, it will take over. So, you can be, as good on your 80% as you possibly ever could be. And then you come across a woman that doesn't turn you on at all, and she's trying to touch on you, your mental, like, no. It's that crazy chick from high school. No. Your Johnson is like, no, it's not going to happen. So that's part of your soul. And so we're talking about, you have your normal state of health and stress levels. I mean, things that just normally happen. But, you need to be able to get an erection, and you need to be able to do it without the hindrance of your brain. And there's certain things that guys, we talked about this before, spectatoring. That's when you're walking around thinking you had a few bad experiences, and now you're worried about your Johnson. So you're just going around like, oh, she's coming over, and am I going to have an erection? Oh, okay. She in the door. Am I going to have her? Where's my erection? I need to test. Let me test. Let me test. No, no, it's still there. No, it's left. All that time you're messing with your own brain, and you're increasing your cortisol, which lowers your testosterone, and hence you don't have an erection. Sad. Um, and when it comes to your soul, we're also talking about your stress levels from past performance memories. You're actually one unit. A lot of times we don't think about it. It's like my body. It's like your body includes your brain, and you got to take care of it. You need to exercise your body physically in a different way than you exercise your mind. Um, Bad eating, bad sleep, and little exercise increases mind stress on a chemical level. And high chronic stress will wear down the body with high cortisol. And this is not a game, fellas. It's not a game when it comes to your mind, because it'll slip on you. So got some questions. Help me out. Hit me up in the chat room. I got some questions for you. So where do you rank right now? What do you rank, in the past week? What would you give yourself? My man said earlier, I forgot his age. But he said he was sitting at 25 because of watching my videos. Once again, thank you very much. Marlo, I went vegan and my body has changed 100%. Yes. Yes, my man. So yeah, let me know, where do you rank? Go ahead and put that in there. Give yourself, a 25 on any of these. And also on the sexual performance scale, what do you rank? This is an easy one. You don't have to do the math with the 25 and think it through everything. But just on the sexual performance scale of 1 to 10. 10 means everything works. Most guys I talk to are between a 5 and a 7. 7 is like, well, it takes is unreliable. It's really unreliable. It's like, oh, it did work, now it's not working. 5 and 6, it takes a lot to just get you going. I mean, really, at a 5, you need a lot of stimulation, you need a lot of time. Basically, you're just sort of recovering in the moment to have sex. So let me know where you are with that. And also, just another quick question: what can you do to improve starting with no problem? What's the easy thing for you to do? For me, the easy thing is I just like exercising. So, it's nothing for me to hit the gym. So there you go. And also, where do you want to rank on the sexual performance scale? Everybody should be like an 8, 9, or 10. That's where you're good. Getting to a 10 is difficult if you haven't been taking care of yourself. So, guys, when it comes to taking care of yourself, you need to go all in. This isn't like, I'm gonna sort of do this, I'm gonna sort of do that. That's the reason why, we're forming ESEIS 25. We have a whole community that we're building up, so you can post your goals in each area of the ESEIS 25. We're also going to have a testosterone kit available, so you can test yourself before, after, see what your actual results are. If you're not measuring, you're not checking, you won't know. We need to encourage each other. That's the reason why, we'll be having, these Thursday nights again. Because I'm hearing things on, like my man Marlo, I'm hearing things on here that's like incredible. Raphael, 7.5. Sleep. Philip, yep, sleep 7 to 8 hours. Yeah, that's good. Intermittent fasting. Do at least 1 or 2 weeks. All right. Yeah. Yes. You will see improvement, guys. So it's something worth working on. So let me go ahead and just go into what I mentioned before. I have put together, you guys have probably heard me talk about this a lot before. I put together an entire package of what you can do. So you don't have to, watch 250 videos or wait for the next video. I've lined it all up, and we have the community to go with it. So we have what is called the ESEIS 25 Challenger Pack. We have 7 modules of course content. I actually flew out to California. Somebody saw me in Oakland out there doing the content and everything. We're also going to have a webinar that shows you exactly how to use the ESEIS 25 system. And you have 6 months of access to the videos, the downloads, the workbook, the exercise. We have a game plan. Guys, this is the thing. You want to have a game plan that you can actually use. All of this stuff will work together. And when it comes to this Crush It, the webinar, we're going to break down all the specifics of the ESEIS 25 so you can score yourself correctly. You know how to track it. You know how to post in the group to get the most out of it. All of this is the part that makes that difference. guys. That tracking is huge. And of course, continuing on with it, just the Challenger Pack, we're going to have daily encouragement videos or text Monday through Friday. So you can get encouraged, so you can stay on point. We have, of course, like we're doing right now, we want to have the live webinars. We're going to have 2 months of free access to the online community. And that's, we'll be charging like an amount for that. We're looking at 25 because EC is 25. Of course, you get a certificate of completion and lifetime discounts on products and services. So this is $395. This is $395. And for a lot of guys, you may be thinking like, that's a little bit extra. Well, we did throw in some discounts. So we have products like I mentioned, the Cube pillow right there, the Calm. We've collected, we've curated, we come up with the best products. I've used these products and they work. So we're looking at things that will actually work for you, not just you're guessing at what will work. We're taking that all away. So we also have the Squadron pack. We're going to take it up to the next level. Everything that's in the Challenger pack, plus you get 2 30-minute private group video sessions for 3 months. This is hugely valuable. I'm going to go back into that in a second. You're also going to get 2 bottles of African Fly. That's $110 value right there. You've heard guys in the comment section talking about how well it works. And of course, you're going to have lifetime access to the videos, the downloads, the worksheets, exercise, the game plan, everything. And this is where you get your free home testosterone kit. We've partnered with Let's Get Checked, and these guys are great. I've got my testosterone checked, and it's good to know where you stand so you can make changes when necessary. And once again, for the guys who don't know about African Fly, it gives you harder, longer, stronger erections. It's a liquid formula, works very well. It can increase your size over time if you're at 8, 9, or 10. And as I always say, it's a supplement. It's supposed to supplement the other things you're doing. That's what ESEIS 25 is all about. It's the other things you're supposed to be doing. And like I mentioned, it's a tincture, liquid form, increases the blood flow and the testosterone, the thing you need for your blood flow, for your erections. And we've been selling it since 2000. Yes, it works. We have less than 1% of people ask for refunds, and tons and tons and tons and tons of testimonials and clients, etc. And this is the testosterone kit. Like I said, you don't know if you're succeeding if you don't check. So that's the reason why we partnered with them. So you can start with ESEIS 25 and it's like, hey, my testosterone went up. I mean, my goal is get your testosterone to go up at least 150 points. That's my goal. And so also with the Squadron pack, you're getting all of this stuff, and it's for $9.95. So, but let's talk about this though, because a lot of guys are like, whoa, that's you hitting us. You're hitting us with the price point right there. But let's think about this. How much is it costing you right now with your relationships, your girlfriend, your wife, your kids, the time, stress, health, pain? All of this adds up. And here's a big question. How much would you pay not to have that anymore? How much would you pay not to worry about any of this? It's just something you did with your life. It takes time to switch over to a lifestyle. It takes time. You've been trained in one way. You have to be trained in another way. And here's, of course, the most important part. The older you are, the more you cost. So just think about it. You hit 65, you're retired, no more income coming in, and one illness, then you're out. You're now living with family members, or you're on the government's payroll, or not a payroll. You're just being subsidized. And bad things can happen. Bad things can happen. So, and here's the most important thing about all of this. Accountability. You see within, the Challenger pack, we have, just the information going out, having a group so you can have that level of accountability. Going up to the next level with the squad pack, that's where you get all this accountability. It's like the live webinars also come with the ESEIS 25 support group, and that's where you get the private group coaching sessions with me. And of course, the home testosterone kit. So you can check. That's all about that accountability, making sure that you're taking care of yourself. And we have the upper level. We're talking about the Commander pack. That's everything in the Challenger pack and the Squad pack, but we personalized it. We personalized the game plan. That's where I will sit down with you. We're going to go through it and look at everything. And then with that, we're looking at the game plan. We're going to have one-on-ones. That's where I'll be meeting with you every week for 8 weeks. And this is limited, guys, because I have only but so much time. And we're talking about 10 committed guys. If you're committed to changing your life, changing your life, it costs. It's $2,000. It costs, but yeah, it's better than. Here's a question: how much is your insurance? How much would it cost you to be in hospital for a week? How much would how much would it cost to get a penis pump? Uh, but guys, I really want you to. This is the whole point. This is the whole goal. ESEIS 25 is designed to get you addicted to health. And I know that sounds weird, sounds strange, but it makes the most sense. Why do people not take care of their health, even if they have the right information? Because it doesn't seem to work. They're not tracking it. They don't have a group of people helping them out. They seem, yeah, well, I can do it today. I can do it later on. Nah, if you want your life to get better, you have to change your health. It's that simple. It is that simple. Bernard, you need, oh, I got you, man. I got you. That's what I am here for. All right. So what do the levels do? We'll hit that in 1 second there. Is that Martin? Yeah, I got you. All right. So, but because you guys are on here, we're doing a pre-sale. The program does not come out until towards the end of March. We're doing a big discount right now. So with the Challenger Pack, you're getting all that, the 7 modules, the access, the webinar, everything, the daily encouragement. Those are the things that'll make you stick to it. I don't want you to give up. I want you to stick to it. So with the Challenger Pack, it is $295 if you purchase now. We have the links right below in the on this page. And so with that, you'll be able to get it at this discount. And if you want to take it up a notch with the squad pack, that's when we get everything in that Challenger pack, but you get the accountability, the huge part, the 30-minute group accountability. I mean, these are the people who will sit there and say, hey, I thought you said you were going to be working on your sleep. Me too. So you're getting all that. Plus, we're throwing in, of course, we got the 2 bottles of African Fly, the lifetime access, the home testosterone kit. This, instead of $9.95, it is now $5.95. All of this is going to work for you. And of course, when it comes to the Commander Pack, well, there's no discount on that. We're just looking for the 10 guys to come in. And I'm being serious on this right here. Guys, this is your life. You typically only get one. And therefore, you need to make the most out of it. And my question is, where else are you finding this type of information? Where else are you going to be able to have people who are holding you accountable for you to get better with your health? And not just on one thing, not just going to the gym, not just, let's just do yoga or meditation. How do you have somebody who's there, a group of people who are there to hold you accountable for all of that? That's what this is all about. So yes, just look down look in the comment section, look on this page for where you can click the link and go ahead and hop on in. So I got some questions for you before we get started on that. Are you committed to getting erections on demand? Yeah, that's really important. If you're thinking that, yeah, I'm sort of, no, you need to get there. Information is not enough. You have to be able to implement. We're talking about execution. On my channel, I've been talking about implementation. Well, I've been talking about information. I've been giving you assignments and things like that. But here we have challenges. We're going to have challenges, challenge you to go to sleep, challenge you to do burpees, challenge you to do more and more work. That's really important. So if you want to get those erections on demand, spontaneous and morning erections, let's go ahead and get it. Let's start right now. Why waste time? And you might be thinking, you may not stay committed. Yeah, you've been some other programs and you didn't stay committed. That's because the program wasn't committed to you. I'm just going to be honest with that. I've done that myself. But we're here. This is as you can see, we have people that I recognize, and just it's been a while since I actually been on haven't been on a Thursday since like November trying to get this whole program together. And we have people who just came back on because this is what we do. We encourage each other. You may be asking, is this program right for me? And yes, it is. Because it's all about you. It's all about you getting together. You want to not have to worry about erections. This is the program for it. And if you're thinking that I can figure this out on my own, right? Yes, you could. Yes, you could. It will take you. Took me like a good 20 years to figure out a lot of this stuff. But you don't have to. Why waste time? And if you're asking if it doesn't work, can I get my money back? First of all, the only reason why it wouldn't work is because your mind wouldn't let your body will adapt to what you do. That's the whole purpose of the accountability. It's really about your mind, not too much of anything else. Okay. And of course, I don't want you guys to miss out. We are limited to who we can allow to join, just because. Just because. Mhm. Uh-huh. Eugene asked me a question. I'm going to get to that question in a second. But guys, that's it. That's the presentation. I wanted to make sure that you understood how important it is to take care of your sexual health. So if you want to join the family, go ahead and click on the button on this page to get your order in. Select which program. Use that pre-sale. Use that discount. Uh-huh. And make your purchase and look out for the emails. We have the directions that'll come to you that'll answer your questions. So guys, that's what I have. I hope that you got a good benefit out of this. I hope that you understand that there's more to life than just just going along with the flow. Being slowly becoming unhealthy and not being able to be sure why. This answers a ton of those questions. And it takes you to a place where you need to be for all of this to work. So that's all. That's what I got. I want to thank everybody who was on here. All the great questions. Uh-huh. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Uh-huh. Eugene, when I wake up in the morning, I take African fly immediately. Does this mess with my intermittent fasting? It depends on what type of intermittent fasting you're doing. If you're doing like a water fast where it's just water or no, we're talking about no carbs at all, African fly will affect that because it's alcohol in it. But if you're doing like a juice fast or something like that, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. All right. All right. Thanks, Bernard. Very informative. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, guys, unless you have any other questions, what we're going to do is we're going to peace out right now. This has been about a good hour long, and I want to make sure that you are able to go to sleep. And I'm being selfish. I want to go to sleep too. I want to go to sleep too. You're welcome, Eugene. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Oscar. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yes, indeed. Guys, look out. Of course, we always have more videos coming out. We have the ECS 25 YouTube channel that's coming out. On my old channel, like I said, we give information. On the new channel, we're going to be executing. We're going to have challenges. We're going to be going for more interviews and things like that. So look out for that. Bernard, yeah, just let me know the what's the best way to get me. Hold on a second. Let me pull that up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. There we go. Just go ahead and jot down that address right there. That is a way to get in contact with me. So, all right, guys. As I always say, this is Uncle B saying, get your game up and go hard. Peace out. Peace out.